Oh yeah.
I'm wondering, in particular, how much of your off-season was spent working with Aiden and trying to get the rhythm down that you need come game time?
Yeah, I think a good amount of it was spent kind of with Aiden, but more kind of with Coach M and our assistant line coach, Coach Lale, just trying to get down everything, every facet of the playbook. Obviously, the quarterback center exchange is really important, so I worked that a ton with Aiden. And also, I think it's good to have a relationship with the quarterback. So I've gotten to know Aiden really well in the off season. So yeah.
It's obviously, he got here last year. It was someone he came with and worked with. Like, how does the quarterback, when you have a new quarterback that you come in and work with and you haven't had any experience with, what are the biggest keys to maybe not just necessarily the exchange, but also the communication, how things out with him?
Yeah. I mean, you kind of have to do your job, whoever's back there. I mean, it's more about what you got to know. But I mean, it is important to kind of have some sort of connection. You know how they like the snaps, how they like under center or whatnot. It's definitely important. I'm not downplaying that, but I mean, whoever's back there, you got to do your job and figure it out.
What led you to Michigan State? You kind of walk us through that process.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so at the portal in, I think it was December. Yeah, December. And I was talking to a bunch of schools, and I talked to Coach M and Coach Smith, and my old coach at Wake Forest knew Coach Smith from like some sort of coaching clinic or something. And he raved about him, and everything he said, has rung true. And I think I built a good connection with Coach M. I visualize like this is a guy I want to play for. So, and also just like the history of Michigan State like is awesome. Like I like to know the history of stuff, and like I've always been an admirer of this program and this university. So it's really it's an honor to be able to be a Spartan and play for this program.
And no matter what school you're at, at this time of year, what excites you about this time of year? And if there's something that keeps you up at night around this time too?
I mean, not a lot keeps me up when it's time to go to bed. During camp, it's time to go to bed. You're pretty exhausted.
Shut it down.
You shut it down. But yeah, just like the new beginnings is really fun. And just kind of going through the grind with your teammates is awesome. Like you're literally here the entire day with your teammates. So you bond with them, you grow closer, you fly around with them out in the field, you compete together. Mm-hmm. And that's what football, I think, is all about. It's awesome. Like, I think that's my favorite part about camp. Obviously, it gets a little like monotonous a little bit, but that kind of mindset kind of isn't. That's not how you get better if you think about camp like that.
How much did weather play a part in your decision?
Well, I played in North Carolina. The community here is pretty tough, honestly. I wasn't expecting that, but I mean, I'm used to humid stuff, so it's not that big of a deal, but it was just like, oh, it's actually pretty hot here. But yeah, no, I mean, I'll play kind of anywhere. I kind of want to be somewhat close to home. The flight to Detroit to kind of gets not that bad. But weather wasn't that big of a...
Yeah, like I said, winter probably similar to...
Yeah, pretty similar.
You said you got to know Aiden a little bit. What do you guys have in common?
Me and Aiden have in common... both like to kind of joke around when it's appropriate. We're both kind of like our extroverts, kind of talking to everybody and whatnot. And we're both competitors. We want to win, and I think that's kind of the biggest thing.
What's the most surprising thing you learned about him?
About Aiden?
Yeah.
I don't know. Surprising. I didn't really know that much about him, but I mean, ever since I got here, I've loved him a lot. He's a competitor. He works his butt off, and that's all you can ask for in a quarterback. So.
Coach Smith the other day kind of lauded you for coming in right away and being a leader, even though you're a newcomer. How do you strike that balance when you come in a new program, but also to kind of assert yourself and be a leader as well?
Yeah, I think respect is earned, and when you come in here as a transfer, everybody's like, oh, who's this guy? So you have to earn respect, and I like to think that I've earned some respect
How have you tried to do that?
just by my work ethic, not talking. Like, you have to show it. You can't really talk about it. You have to show during lifts, during meetings, that you know what you're doing and that you're here to work hard. So yeah.
In the spring, we'll talk about sort of a learning curve, transition to center. I know you played a little bit of weight, but doing it full time, learning new offense. Just where do you feel like coming out of spring? Where do you feel like you still have to go, and where are you guys on that journey of getting fully comfortable with it now?
Yeah, I think I've taken a lot of big jumps in spring. Wakes off where my old offense was a lot different than this one, and I think like I've gotten the techniques down a lot better. Not where it needs to be, but definitely taken strides there. I mean, in my understanding of the playbook, I think has gotten a lot better. It was good in the spring, but I think it's gotten a lot better. And we don't want to be good. We want to be really good. We want to be great. So
Did
got to
you guys
keep
go
going
under-
there.
I apologize. Did you guys go under center much down there when you played center, or was it all?
Oh, it was like 98% gun. Maybe like short yardage would go under center. That's about it.
Your ride was Kenneth Walker, height, baggage.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't play with Kenneth. I mean, yeah, we went to the same school. I think I moved into his dorm when he left. But yeah, I got nothing respect for that guy's a man. So
When you look at the guys around you right now, I think we talked about it in the spring, that maybe the goal is to get the full 2 deep. How deep do you think you guys can go as a group?
yeah.
And who's kind of maybe shining right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think we got a lot of talent in our O-line, and everybody's just working their butt off, just trying to get better every day. I mean, inside, like guys like Connor Moore, Ashton Lepo, Dooley, Caleb, Luca, Cooper Terpstra. People are going to be mad that I didn't call them out, but there's and a lot more.
You're focusing a little bit more on the interior guys.
Yeah, I'm playing next to them, so I can kind of like sense what's going on with them. But yeah, I mean, there's a ton of guys competing, getting better every day. It fires me up. So.
Does having played guard help you now as a center, and do you wish you'd been a center the whole time?
I think playing guard has helped. Yeah, especially like just your understanding of football, playing all three is beneficial. And also like you want to do stuff as a set, like whatever made me like mad that a pass center or like something I wouldn't like a center doing. Now I know like, I shouldn't do that to the guard because it'll mess him up. I guess that helps. But yeah, I think it's helped.
Coach Smith's been pretty consistent about like expecting to see a jump from the O-line and sort of needing to see a jump from the O-line. How's that, I guess, challenge sort of been received in that room? Do you guys talk about that or sort of rally around that message? Or?
We've taken it on fully. I think it comes down like if we're not good, we're not going to be good. So we have to take the responsibility, the accountability to grind and give Aiden time, and then we got a bunch of playmakers. We got to give them time to make plays. So it's really on us, to be able to facilitate the offense. I think we've done a good job of that. We took a lot of strides in the summer, and I think we're not there yet, but we're definitely getting there.
Is there any space for like appreciation, sentimentality when it's your last season, but you're also in a new place, trying to sort of focus on your day to day and getting better and learning your position like we talked about? But is there any of that, like your last camp, your last open, that, do you think about any of that stuff as your career? winds down?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just enjoy every day. My old coach Dave Clausen said, "Enjoy every sandwich." So that's kind of definitely run true. Camp can get pretty brutal at times, just like the times and being here at times. But like, just enjoy it because this is my last year of college football. So I'm just gonna try to enjoy it, even the kind of rough parts about it.
When you, in this offense, sometimes they'll do the wide zone stuff. You have a snap and move. Was that a new thing for you? I assume it was. And do you feel like that's better than it was in spring for you?
Yeah. Shotgun, it wasn't like I did that in my past offense, but under center, that was kind of weird at first, like in the winter, and I was just repping it. But I think it's pretty comfortable now. So.
Obviously, a lot of this up front, including yourself. How's this chemistry been developing?
Really good. I think we're all really tight. You know, we all kind of have the same mindset. We all kind of want to succeed and kind of do what we need to do. But yeah, we're always hanging out in the line room, watching film and eating together and whatnot. So I think we're really tight, which I think will translate on the field.
You guys do anything in particular this summer to bond a little bit more?
Yeah, we did. We went to Holland, Michigan, and just went to Lake Michigan. That was pretty cool. Yeah, Cooper's spot. So that was really fun. I've never swam in Lake Michigan. That was pretty awesome. I didn't realize it had like big waves like that. It's pretty cool. So that was cool. And then we just went out to get lunch.
Heard you guys ate a lot of bacon.
Yeah. We can definitely put down some food. That's for sure.
All right, thanks, man.
Yep. Thank you guys.